Welcome back. We're looking at the state of the polity. Later, I'm going to give you that button. First, after I say this, this is a quote from the former Prime Minister of Nigeria, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, at the 1959 debate for a motion for independence. He said, "I am confident that when we have our own citizenship, our own national flag, our own national anthem, we shall find the flame of national unity burning bright and strong." So we have a flag, we have a national anthem. What else do we have?
There's only one thing lacking. And on that note, we will launch into the state of the polity, because it's all tied together. Now, the state of the country has become worrisome for many Nigerians, especially with the incessant killings in Benue, Plateau, Kogi, Borno, Yobe, and a few other states. With this situation, Nigerians feel that the country is unsafe. During the week, over 20 people were buried in Benue. Last month, over 100 students were kidnapped from Dapchi in Yobe State. And due to this security situation, the president had to visit some of the affected areas in the course of the week. As he continues his tour, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has advised the president on what he feels needs to be done. He says that these killer herdsmen need to be declared terrorists by the federal government and be given stern warnings against this carnage. He also said that certain people have to be punished for these actions. Now, it's raining lawyers in the studio this morning, and it's my pleasure to welcome Chief Godi Uwazurike, Mr. Tony Dania, and Mr. Chima Naji, all legal practitioners. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. So we're very sure we'll not go foul of the law.
And we're very
whichever law you want to look at.
And we're very sure we're going to hear plenty of grammar this morning. Let me start, because we have not seen you in a long time, Chief.
That's true.
I beg to start with you. Now, Nigeria is facing very trying times now, and this security situation seems to be going from bad to worse. Do you see this coming to an end anytime soon?
No, not so soon. There are two stages. One is what is going on now, which is the killings unchecked, and nobody is being reprimanded, nobody is arrested, nobody is being tried. The other one is the fallout of the killings. Because when the killings actually stop, two things. Either you go and arrest those people who have been doing the killings and deal with them as the law expects you to, or the people will live with the consequences of the killing. In a simple language, I am a farmer. This is what I have planted for the year, so that at the end of the year, I will have harvest. What happens? The people now who came from outside Nigeria, as they claim, who speak only French and Fulfulde, they come in there and then they start destroying my farms. Well, I'm going to starve unless there is help. And what do you have in form of help? IDPs, internally displaced camps. And what do you have?
Not just you. Benue is the food basket of Nigeria.
Exactly. Exactly. They have not eaten, and so they cannot even sell any. Now, those who have destroyed my farms have displaced me. That's the consequence of that action. But what is most worrisome is the attitude of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Whether it is police, SSS, you know, the Director of State Security is almost everywhere. But I'm surprised they're not in the picture here. Now, the police, I don't think any policeman will actually hold the Fulani herdsman in jail more than 24 hours. I don't think so. Because the Oga says it's a communal clash, and he has not rescinded from that position. He's still there. What of the army that is supposed to protect us from foreign invaders? If you remember, one of the ministers said, these people are outsiders. And the natives will tell you they speak French and Fulfulde. So the army is not defending you, police is not defending you, Our almighty state security services not doing anything. Of course, NCDC, I don't even think they will do much. The kind of weapon they carry is only meant for those who smuggle petrol. But as a country, we're in trouble because those who allow internal insurrection to continue, those who allow external invasion to cement itself into our psyche as a normal thing, then they're destroying this country. What do I mean by destroying this country? If you are from Benue, Taraba, Plateau, even parts of
Yobe,
no, Borno people were able to checkmate the Fulani Herdsmen quite early in life. So Fulani Herdsmen do not bother going there. Niger State is suffering two types. One is the cattle rustlers who come from outside Nigeria to steal from herdsmen. And the other one is the herdsmen destroying the farms of the indigenous.
Double jeopardy.
Double jeopardy, of course. The same thing goes for Zamfara, parts of Sokoto and Katsina. And if you notice, federal government is only interested in stopping the cattle rustlers, not stopping the herdsmen.
Okay. Now, Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Professor Wole Soyinka has said that these herdsmen should just be declared terrorists and war waged against them as such.
Well, without waiting for the federal government to declare them terrorists, I and most Nigerians have already declared them terrorists because that's what they are.
Yes.
It's a very big challenge to the security of this nation. Now, I heard this morning that the president has set up a committee to look into, he called it something like food agriculture or something committee, and he made governors members. And then he said the point, the first terms of reference would be for them to intervene between herdsmen and farmers. For God's sake, it started with herdsmen and farmers. And that alone was a big risk on agricultural development in this country. Then it metamorphosed now into terrorists attacking communities. It's no longer herdsmen and farmers. The earlier the president sees these people as terrorists, the better for Nigeria. Now, you are going to force people to resort to self-defense. And I heard it as Inspector General of Police asking people whether your arms is legitimate, you own your arms legitimately or not, turn it over. When the terrorists are using sophisticated arms, the little that people have, you said they should turn them over. It will not work. So that is just one aspect. The federal government under Buhari, this thing is rubbing off on some of the good things he has done. It's just like Lagos State, the current issue of increment in tax and land use charge. It's going to rub off on the good things somebody have done. And I don't know why they don't look at the introspective and boomerang effect of some of these policies. The land use charge, of course, will get to the common man in the street, and there will be increase in the price of everything, including rent and the rest. They ought to have thought about that. This herdsmen terrorist attack, the federal government ought to know that it's going to have serious effects on agricultural development. It's going to make people to start. Some governors were already saying, defend yourself.
Yes.
Yes, some governors were saying it against the directive of the president. So that means the president is losing seriously. These issues are going to affect the chances of the president in 2019. Look, sometimes you don't even need to fight. Your utterances could fight for you. If the president has said openly that I don't care who you are, I don't care where you come from, if you do this, the Nigerian security agencies are good. We have the National Intelligence Agency, we have the DSS. Are you saying they don't know how to deal with these people? If they have the directive, herdsmen will be crushed.
They will do it. Okay.
All right, we'll take a moment and go on. When we come back, Mr. Chima Naji will weigh in on this matter. Please don't go away.